be honest at all to is Anamdum Super Boys. Are we ready for round number 8 of the Super Championship? Here we go. It is back. And we're back on a Saturday, and we're back early on a Saturday. Aaron Madden, how are you doing? And we have It's Kyoto, and we have Icon, we have Call Me Justin, Martin Grota, Alejandro. And we are ready. Let's get into some qualifying. There will be an additional 3 minutes, so we will begin the race at 17:33. The first person on track today is indeed Simi69. And he's the first one out on track. He's the first one out on track today, and he hasn't been out on track in a long time, being the first one out on track. People, if you haven't already, please do hit that like button for me. And be sure to subscribe if you're new. I am going to turn on my camera. Just give me 1 minute. There I am in the corner now. I'm down in my corner. We are good here, mate. How are you? I'm fantastic. Back again. Mon Pillsworth. Andy, or should I say, Ashpill is the man. The man here. He's been supported in the chat. How are we all doing? Apparently, rumours has it, Jaggy Marathon is actually going to be here today. It might save the future of his career in the championship if he is here today. And but it is hard to know because he was getting dumped out last week, but he apparently is here today. Simi69 on an outlap. Jaggy Marathon is out, and he's not in the correct colours, but we'll forgive him that. I didn't make colours for that car. We will forgive him that. We will forgive him that. He did not tell me the car he was going to be using, but I suppose that's kind of my fault for not asking, so we'll just have to give him the day pass. He has an Irish flag on the car, and that is the most important thing. We'll just get a little gander at that car that he is in at the moment. I'm back super. I love it. I don't know why he made an Indian flag, but he did. I think he accidentally made it on... oh, no, he didn't. It's actually not. Icon, I'm back. He has it written on it. It ain't the colours of the team, but I will make a livery for you, Jaggy. Don't worry. But you are back, and he is back with a bang. Rob Goblin is now the person who is running in provisional pole. He has not set a lap time yet, but he is the first one out on track. Simi69 is absolutely gone back into the pits, and he's back out onto the track now. 7 people in the stream, boys. How are we all doing? Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm just going to link the stream in my... Oh, what's going on here? Call Me Justin getting out of the way. Rob Goblin on his fast lap. I just got to put up the stream, folks, into my Discord so people know we are live. We're live and ready to rumble. Hello, everyone, says Asheville. Gotta get that boom, boom, boom. Give me 1 second there, folks. Sorry, I apologize. I'm just putting into the chat. But apparently Massim is going to be here today. He's going to be late though. He's not going to be able to. Oh, Icon already has it up. I'm going to do it as well, just so everyone can see that it is up indeed. I'm going to post it back in. Ashpill, how are we doing? Rob Goblin a little bit buggy, but that's okay. It ain't too bad, at least. So we're just going to set up my thing for watch hours. Lovely, lovely. Rob Goblin crosses the line with a 137. He is the fastest car on track as it currently stands. Simi69 now. Icon goes 3 seconds faster with a 133 on his first attempt. Very impressive lap time from the Austrian boy. Rob Goblin is pulled over to the side. I'm not sure what's going on there. He's letting a couple of cars through. Rob Goblin. He's getting out of the way of some drivers. Simi69 is on a fast one. Has started a fast one. Icon back into the pits. We're missing a couple of drivers at the moment. Invisible Trio, no sign of him. Jaggy is here, which is a miracle. We have Ashpill yet to join. We have Super Pow yet to join. Jumping Moose, I'm not sure is going to be here. I'm not sure about Andy either. We're waiting on Lucy. Oh, Lucy Woo is here. Call Me Justin's teammate. Call Me Justin is about to start his fast lap, and he is now starting. We're going to ride on board with Call Me Justin as he heads down on the big, long, rounded straight, where you get the massive amount of speeds. Just hay fever, go on Goblin. Rob Goblin running in P2 at the moment. How is Simi69 going to get on? Jaggy Marathon crosses the line and goes 3/10 faster than Rob Goblin with a 1:36. He's still 3 seconds behind his teammate. But Jaggy has returned. Simi69 now puts in a 1:35 and goes 1.5 seconds faster than the American. Rob Goblin down in P5 at the moment. Call Me Justin is yet to cross the line. He's going to cross the line now. How will it be? It's good enough for 4th place. Ashpill now is in. The two Brits are now in together. Martin Grota cannot join today. Concert tonight. No problem, Martin Grota. You haven't missed too many races. So we'll give you the pass. We'll give you the pass. Hopefully you'll come back, dude. You were 3rd in the championship last season, so we'd like to see you at least getting in on the 3-way battle at the front of the grid, or at the front of the championship. It'd be awesome to have a 4-way going in to the final race of the season. Imagine that. How epic would that be to have a 4-way battle going into the final race of the season? There's Ashpill and his teammate Rob Goblin, currently running in P4 and 5. Jaggy Marathon running in P4. Or P3 should I say, but that's all because Icon is in the pits along with Call Me Justin. Simi69 on provisional pole, but that is only because nobody else is out on track. At 17:33 we will get going. Simi really always cut the chicane. He'll get a time penalty for that by the looks of it. He has gone 1/10 of a second faster, but as I suspected, he cut the chicane and he got a 1 second time penalty for it. Lucy Wu really putting in some lap times now. How will Lucy Wu cross the line? Looks to be relatively fast. A little bit laggy. Icon is on provisional pole by 1.7 seconds. And Lucy Wu crosses the line and reduced that deficit by 0.6 of a second down to 1.095. Call Me Justin is 1.092 off of his teammate Jaggy Marathon, 1 second off of Call Me Justin. 11 people in the stream, boys. Thank you so much. If you haven't already, please do hit that like button for me. Rob Goblin running in 5th at the moment on an outlap. Super Pow has yet to set a lap time. We would presume that Super Pow will be up there in the podium positions and on the front row, we would suspect, as the current World Championship leader. But it's hard to know. Simi69 running down in 7th. Not sure what happened to Ashpill running down in 8th at the moment. Massim yet to join, and we're waiting on Greta Thunberg. And we're waiting on Andy. We're waiting on Massim, Andy, and Greta at the moment. We might have a full grid here today. Nearly a full grid here today. We have Jaggy Marathon back in the Sarouche. I mean, he doesn't have a livery. But to be fair, I didn't know he was coming back, so I couldn't have a livery prepared for him. And I suspect he didn't even know he was going to be back today. But he has at least something on the side of his car that says, I'm back super. And he says, I'm back Icon. It's on the side of the car here. You'll see it now in a second. I'm back Icon. I'm back. I'm back super. How about that? I'll get a livery made for you, Jaggy, because the rules and regulations determine you have to have a team livery on the car at all times. Both cars need to be somewhat matching. But we'll give you the pass for today. I will get on making you one next week. Jaggy currently last in the championship at the moment with only 5 points. I'm not even sure where he got the 5 points. I can't remember, but he got 5 points somewhere. Jaggy is now 0.3 of a second off Rob Goblin. Rob Goblin going to be pushing, trying to improve on that lap time. He looks to be a little bit faster. What's Jaggy Marathon's 1:36? Oh, and he reduces it down to 7/100th of a second. Rob Goblin does. Very impressive from Rob Goblin. Super Pow is on a fast one at the moment. Did he cut the chicane there though? I think he might have. He is 0.6 of a second gone purple, and he gets his 1 second time penalty for cutting the chicane. I thought it looked dodgy, alright. He will have to serve that. He will be slower. He lost all of his momentum in that, but he was 0.6 faster than Lucy Wu. Super Pow sets a 1:33 and is still gone the fastest car on track, and even with a 1 second time penalty. Icon's going to struggle to try and catch that one up. Super Pow with an epic lap. even with a 1 second time penalty, which means he was probably down in the 131s. He is 1 second slower this time around though, and that will be cause of his penalty. He's 2/10 faster than Icon, but really speaking, he's probably closer to 1.2 seconds faster than Icon. Lucy Wu running in third, Simi in fourth, Call Me Justin in fifth, Jaggy Marathon in sixth, Rob Goblin down in seventh, and Ashpill down in eighth. We're waiting on Massam and a couple of other drivers. The F20 Greta, we're waiting on him. We're watching on board with Ashpill as he starts a fast lap. He has not set a lap time yet, so we're watching on board with him in the cockpit. Get a better view. Ashpill now really trying to hold on to that T1050, I believe it is called, a TS150, and he is really struggling, but he gets a hang on of this. He gets a little bit of grip. He's able to put down the boot, and now he'll be flat out. How will he be though when he gets to 6th gear? He wants to be. He is got a little bit faster in 6th gear, would have to be said. He's going to be near the 300 km/h mark, I'd say, on the next back straight, which will be happy days for him. If he can get to a 290, is not bad. Ashpill really now putting that car around the corner. Didn't cut the chicane, so he gets a nice little throw out from there. But how will he end up when he crosses the line? Keeping it nice and steady on the inside, and now rolling it out to the right. Be about a 290 km/h crossing the line, but he's going to be slower. Will he be slower? But by how much? 137 is all he's good for. He's 4/10 off of his number one teammate. Rob Goblin though is not cut the chicane and does look a little bit faster through there, would have to be said. 136.7. He's 5/10 slower. He is 5/10 slower at the moment crossing that line, but he might be 5/10 faster when he crosses the line. It's hard to know. Watching on board with Rob Goblin at the moment. And Rob Goblin dives into the pits. Call Me Justin running down in 6th. Lap times have improved. Call Me Justin now starting Jaggy Marathon, what a 134. A very impressive lap time from young Jaggy Marathon. Ooh, did Simi just punt Lucy Wu off the track? I think he did. Yes, he has front wing damage. I'm not sure what happened there, but there definitely was late braking going on there. Lucy Wu will be back into the pits to repair that. "12 people in the stream, boys. How are you all doing? 14 drivers in this championship, and only 8 are here at the moment. We are missing 6 of them. But who are we missing? We're missing Andy, Greta, Massam, and who else are we missing? We're missing 2 others. Who are the 2 others though? We're missing Martin Grota at the moment, but Martin Grota isn't going to be here today. A couple of the drivers we're missing. Trying to remember now. Bloody hell. Lucy Wu at the top at the moment by 1.2 seconds ahead of Super Pow. Icon 1.2 seconds behind Lucy Wu and Super Pow. 1.3 to Lucy Wu. Just give me 1 second, folks. I gotta turn off my camera for 1 second. Oh, we're missing Invisible Trio and Thomas Kringer. I'm not sure where they are today. They didn't say they weren't going to be here, I don't think. I don't think they said they weren't going to be here. Maybe they did. I'll have to check back after the race. Icon now out onto the track. Did Icon lose his lap time? No, he did not. He's down in 4th. Call Me Justin has gone 2/10 faster than him. Super Pow now looking to find some way to strip Lucy Wu of that podium position as it stands, or the P1 position, provisional pole as we call it. 12, 13 people in the stream. If you haven't already, boys, please do hit that like button. I really would appreciate it. Oh, did Simi cut the corner in the chicane? I think he might have. Yes, he did. Ashbill goes 4/10 faster than his teammate. Rob Goblin now really rummaging around the corner. Icon just about makes that corner. Rob Goblin might be able to get into the slipstream of Icon and get a little bit more pace out of that car. Oh, he'd be a little bit slower. Tyre wear starting to become a problem. Rob Goblin, though, really taking that corner nearly on the edge. Nearly clipped the barriers and all, but really pushing. And he is gaining on Icon in the corners. Isn't that amazing? Yeah. Let me just turn back on my camera, folks. I apologize. I turned it off because my nose was running a little bit. But Rob Goblin is keeping up with Icon in the corners. Icon really struggling around this track at the moment. Only good for 4th place. An unusual position for the current world champion. Rob Goblin is 5/10 of a second faster than his personal best at the moment. Will he be in the slipstream of Icon, though? How far behind is Icon? Icon is not that far away. He's probably drawing a small slipstream. Rob Goblin really taking those corners nicely. And Icon gets a penalty, and Rob Goblin goes 8/10 of a second faster than his current personal best. Rob Goblin could be good to cross the line here with a 1:35. Crosses the line, 1:35. He goes 1 second faster, and he's good for 5th place. Ashpill down in 6th now. That's Call Me Justin. And Icon come back out onto the track. Rob Goblin will drop down to 7th place, and Ashpill down to 8th. But we're still missing drivers, folks. We're still waiting on drivers. They've got 13 minutes to get here before the start of the race. Ashpill goes 7/100ths faster than his personal best. Did Greta tell me he wasn't coming today? I'm pretty sure he did. I'm just going to check the Discord, folks, because I didn't receive any message from Thomas, and I didn't receive any messages from Invisible Trio to say they weren't going to be here. Oh, Andy is probably not going to be here either. I forgot Andy's not going to be. Maybe he's not going to be here. Massim is yet to turn up. But he says he is coming. Massim is yet to appear. And we're waiting on Greta. I'm not sure. Is Greta coming today? He didn't text me to say he wasn't. Greta is apparently not. He's not texting me to say he's not coming. So I presume Greta is going to be here. I presume he'll arrive on with Massim. I think Massim and Greta are from pretty much the same area. Ashpill now is about to go through the chicane. Oh, he cuts it very much so. Will he get a penalty for that? He probably lost enough time in that chicane where he probably won't get a penalty. Yeah, he's 2 seconds slower. He probably won't get a penalty. But he is only 9/100ths of a second off of his teammate. Pow, 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 super, pow, pow, super, super, pow. Isn't that an amazing little anthem? Martin Groda rooting for you. Super pow in the chat. 12 people here now, boys. Thank you so much for tuning in. 13 people. We're about to get underway. If you haven't done already, boys, please do hit that like button if you're new. Subscribe as well. It helps out massively. And we're nearly at monetization. Only 317 hours to go. Rob Goblin looks very fast through them chicanes. Tires are dead already. He is only 1/100 of a second slower, and he could be going faster. Has he got somebody in front of him that he can haul? A bit of a slipstream. Looks like Simi69. Captain Noodle is here. Captain Noodle, how are you doing? Thank you so much for stopping by. I know you're from over from Rob Goblin's side. Rob Goblin is crossed the line, goes 35.609, does go faster by 1/10 of a second to his teammate. Lucy Wu, current pole sitter, is down in 8th at the moment. Coming Justin into the pits. Jaggy Marathon into the pits. Icon now running in 2nd as a couple of the people are in the pit lane. Oh, Rob Goblin's done a spin. I'm doing very well, Captain Noodle. Boys in the chat, 12 of you here. If you haven't already, please do hit that like button if you're new. Subscribe. More championship races coming up. We're only on round 8 of 25 races in this championship. Rob Goblin currently running down. He had a little bit of a spin, but Ashbill, his teammate, the fellow Brit to Rob Goblin, is running in 5th at the moment as it currently stands. Race is going to start in 10 minutes, folks. Ashbill on an outlap at the moment. How is Icon? Greta Thunberg has joined. The one and only Greta Thunberg, who managed to get a rickroll on me, the little fucker. But anyway, yeah, Greta Thunberg, the only Ragnarok Racing running today, I believe. And we're waiting on Massam. Massam is the other driver to join. 12 people watching and 8 likes. What about that? Hit that like button, people. Yes, indeed, boys. Hit that like button if you haven't already. Super Pow is currently sitting on pole and has the fastest lap of the race. Icon 0.5 of a second behind him. Where is Lucy Wu? Lucy Wu currently coming out of the pit lane now. Where will he be sitting? I presume he'll be on the front row, right behind Super Pow in 2nd place. But by how much is the question? Rob Goblin into the pits. Lucy Wu comes out, gets out of the way for Simi69. "13 people here, boys. Thank you ever so much." Lucy Wu is 0.3 of a second off of Super Pow, the current pole sitter. Lucy Wu is only 1/10 of a second faster than Icon. Icon now starting a fast lap, but how will he be? We're going to watch on board with Icon. Oh, he's ghosted. At least Greta did ghost. As he was coming out of the pit lane, Icon now is starting his fast lap and is 0.3 of a second faster than anybody else on track right now. Oh, he gets a little bit of spin and runs off. All that hard work undone. Rob Goblin running in 5th at the moment. Greta Thunberg is down in 7th, but that's only because Icon and Call Me Justin are in the pits. Icon now just coming out, so is Call Me Justin. Everybody's going to be on track in a second. Massam has yet to join, and he's got a good bit of time actually, now that I think about it and look at it. He's got a good bit of time left. Greta Thunberg, the only Ragnarok running today. That QR code on the side of his car does work. I highly recommend you don't try it, because you're going to get rickrolled. And he's giving me a little flash through the corners. Gets a 0.5 of a second time penalty for cutting the chicane. Call Me Justin on an outlap now. Right behind his teammate Lucy Wu. They look like they're going to be slipstreaming each other. Ashbill down in 8th at the moment. Greta down in 9th. Rob Goblin in 7th as it currently stands. Yeah, I was violated. I was actually violated. I actually felt violated after that. Ashbill only 1/10 of a second off his teammate. Good showing from the Goblins today. Jaggy Marathon a solid 6th. for his first race back in the championship since 2021. Nearly got thrown out of the championship, but it's good to have him back. Can everyone hear me okay? It's not the microphone isn't too far away or something? I presume it's okay. Jackie Marathon now is starting a fast lap. Using my personal choice in car as well, the LM55. I'll have to do an owl livery up for you on it, Jaggy. You need to let me know the cars you want to use, dude, because I'll need to make liveries up for them for you. Sound is spot on. Awesome. Thank you, Captain Noodle. I appreciate it, bro. And it's awesome to have some of Rob Goblin's guys popping over to see the stream. I do appreciate it, folks. I do appreciate any bit of support in our run to get monetized here. Only 317 hours to go. Not long left. Not long left. Hopefully we get it before the end of next week. How amazing would that be? And after that, I have a big announcement. And I'm looking forward to sharing it with everybody. Rob Goblin now is on an outlap. Seems to be taking them corners a lot more bravely. A little bit of lag spike there, but not too bad. Greta Thunberg struggling to find lap times. Now starting a fast lap. We're going to watch on board with Greta Thunberg as he starts a fast lap. Greta Thunberg goes a little bit wide, did he there? I'm not sure. Oh, he nearly loses it, but manages to hold on. A little bit of snap, but he got it back. How will he be crossing Sector 1? I suspect he'll be a little bit slower, 0.3 of a second slower. Hopefully he makes up for it in Sector 2. Greta Thunberg got a nice exit through there by the looks of it. How will he be through here now? Sector 2 could tell all. Oh, he's gone deep. He's gone very deep, got right up on the marbles. He'll have lost a load of time. He will have lost, he is 2 seconds slower than his personal best so far. Not a good one for Greta Thunberg so far, but it is only his second or third lap running. Simi69 running in third at the moment. Quite impressive, but that is because Icon, Call Me Justin, are in the pits. We have 3 minutes to the start of this race, folks. 3 minutes to the start of this race. Massam, if you haven't joined and you're in the chat, please hurry up. Remember, folks, if you are in the pit lane when the race starts, you will not start in your qualifying positions. You will not start in your qualifying positions. Simi69 currently running in third. Remember, folks, if you are in the pit lane when the race starts, you will start as you are currently on the board. 15 people in the stream. 3 minutes to go before the start of this race. Round number 8 of the Super Championship and the first American track of the season around Daytona. And home hero Jaggy Marathon is currently running in third place. 4 seconds slower than his personal best so far. Greta Thunberg coming out. Icon now coming out of the pit lane. Ashpill coming out of the pit lane. Everybody scrambling to get out on track to try and get one final lap in before the start of this race. And we're waiting on Massam. Massam is the last person we are waiting on. Ashpill now slowly rolling himself out. How's the grid? Oh, Jaggy Marathon's gone off, but is running in 6th. Rob Goblin in 7th. Greta Thunberg in 8th. And Ashpill running down in 9th as he's coming out of the pit lane. 1 minute to the start of this race, folks. Super Pow on provisional pole, unless Lucy Wu can strip it from him. He is 6/10 slower in Sector 1, so he isn't going to get it this time. He is parked up. Icon is on an outlap. There is 1 minute left to the start of this race, folks. 1 minute left to the start of this race. Rob Goblin, how will he be in Sector 3? He is 2 seconds slower, nearly 3. Jaggy will have to slow down. Lucy Wu is parked up. Icon on an out lap. 1 minute to the start of this race. 1 minute, probably less, probably about 30 seconds to the start of this race, folks. At 17:33, this race begins. Icon now starting a lap. He's gone off. He's diving into the pits. Oh, he's hit the wall and ended that engine failure. He's got engine failure from it. He's going to have to be careful not to enter the pit lane. I don't know what the hell's going on there. Greta Thunberg diving into the pit lane. If you dive into the pit lane, folks, you do lose your position on the board. It's very careful that you don't lose your position on the board. We are ready to start, folks. Just make sure I'm not in. Massam is yet to be seen. 17:33 is about to roll over, folks. Oh, it's actually past that time. I did not realize that. Right, we are going. Here we go, folks. False starts will be penalised. We have 5 lights on. And it's lights out and away we go. Icon gets a great start. But so does Jaggy Marathon, moving up into first place already. Icon now into first place. Jaggy Marathon up in second. Rob Goblin has made up a place already. He's up in 6th. Down into 7th again. His teammate is right around him. Comey Justin has dropped down into 8th. Greta Thunberg is out. Rob Goblin gets a penalty. I'm not sure what happened there, but he has front right hand damage. Comey Justin not impairing damage. Comey Justin's gone off the track, and Ashpill moves up into 6th. Icon now leading this race. Simi 69 in 2nd. Jaggy Marathon running in 3rd. Lucy Wu in 4th, battling with Super Pow. Rob Goblin running in 6th at the moment. What an epic start. I'm not sure what happened to Rob Goblin. He got a 3-second time penalty, but he's running in 6th place. Comey Justin down in 7th. Greta Thunberg has front right hand damage, and Rob Goblin's teammate has damage on the right hand side as well. I'm not sure what happened there. Rob Goblin will serve a 3-second time penalty though. Comey Justin right on the heels of Rob Goblin. Rob Goblin now gets overtaken, but he ran into the back of Lucy Wu and says he's sorry. Lucy Wu running down in 6th place. Comey Justin not too far behind. Super Pow running in 4th, gets a penalty for cutting the chicane. Jaggy Marathon running in 3rd place, right behind Simi 69. Simi 69 has had an epic start. What an epic start for the Spider Racing team of Simi 69. Has yet to get a win, and I'm sure that Sad Spiders, my fiance, will be delighted to see Simi 69 win this race. Icon though leads it. Icon out by 1.2 seconds. Simi 69 not too far behind, and Jaggy Marathon not too far behind. Super Pow also out in 4th. Ashpill in 5th. Comey Justin in 6th. Greta Thunberg in 7th. Rob Goblin is into the pits to repair damage. Lucy Wu also in repairing damage. Rob Goblin getting new tyres on. Lucy Wu is out of the pit lane, has all the damage repaired, and is now starting up again, and has got quite a bit of work to do to try and get back to the positions. Rob Goblin comes out in 9th. Will have to make up the positions again. Goes onto the hard compound tyres, but I'm sure Rob Goblin will recover. Greta Thunberg running in 7th at the moment with quite a bit of damage. Ashpill stays out with bot or rear right hand damage. Jaggy Marathon though closing in on Simi 69 in that speed trap. You can see it reducing. reducing and reducing. They've locked it now. Simi69 is into the... Oh, look at the cornering from Jaggy Marathon. He has a 0.5 of a second time penalty, but gets a great exit out of the chicane. And Simi69 is being hunted. Now he gets a penalty. Didn't take the chicane the way you'd expect it to, but Icon is out in the lead of this race. And here comes Jaggy Marathon in the slipstream of Simi69. Super Pow 5 seconds behind, 2 seconds behind. Jaggy Marathon had to slow down, so now it's been reduced a little bit. And look how close Super Pow is now all of a sudden. Ashpill running in 5th. Rob Goblin is not doing too bad. He's only 6 seconds behind Lucy Wu, who is right behind Greta Thunberg. Call me Justin trying to catch Ashpill, and Super Pow is now losing time to Jaggy Marathon, and Jaggy Marathon is catching Simi. Meanwhile, Simi isn't exactly catching up to Icon, but Icon isn't pulling away either, sitting in the 1.5 second range. Oh, Icon goes deep a little bit. Simi gained a little bit of time out of that. Jaggy Marathon, though, is hunting down Simi. Home race of the season for Jaggy Marathon with rear wing damage. I'm not sure what happened there. Super Pow, though, gets a great exit. Ashpill has a little bit of damage, nothing too extensive though. Call Me Justin is hunting him down though. You can see that time starting to drop as Call Me Justin gains and gains and gains. 9/10 of a second separate them now. Greta Thunberg battling with Lucy Wu. Rob Goblin going very well indeed. Going very well, not dropped from Lucy Wu, still within that 6 seconds. Doing well for Rob Goblin. Lucy Wu starting to struggle against Greta Thunberg, who obviously has a very fast car in straight line. Oh, did he cut the chicane? I'm not sure he did. It looked like he did, but maybe he didn't. Greta Thunberg, what an epic pace from the car he has. Lucy Wu right in the slipstream though. But Greta Thunberg has the pace. Call Me Justin is now ahead of Ashpill, who though is not exactly dropping away from Call Me Justin the way you expect. And Super Pow does get over Jaggy Marathon. Jaggy Marathon is not exactly losing. Oh, he makes a dive up the inside. Oh, there was contact made, but nothing too drastic. Jaggy Marathon retakes 3rd place. Super Pow back at him again into this corner, into the chicane, and Super Pow comes out on top, but Jaggy Marathon on the inside line gets back up into 3rd place. And now who will have the faster car in the straight? Super Pow does, and goes back into 3rd again. Jaggy Marathon though in the slipstream. How will he beat through the chicane? Jaggy Marathon looks to be very quick. Oh, he nearly made contact. Super Pow very slow in the chicane, but Jaggy Marathon was really fast in it actually. Very, very fast. But Super Pow has the straight line speed in comparison to that LM55. Probably not set up right, but also that damage isn't going to be doing much help to him. And Ashpill isn't exactly losing Call Me Justin. Greta Thunberg is in trouble, and Rob Goblin hunting him down now. 3 seconds separate them, and Greta Thunberg gets a 1.5 second time penalty for cutting the chicane, and is forced to slow down now. Where is Rob Goblin? Here he comes. Rob Goblin really now starting to hunt. Greta Thunberg has damaged slightly, and it's getting close. Now they're 1 second apart. 8/10 separate them. Rob Goblin goes a dive down the inside, and Greta Thunberg doesn't put up much fuss about it. That right hand damage is not helping him. Is not helping him at all. But Greta Thunberg has huge pace in that car. And Rob Goblin is just able to turn corners a little bit better. Greta Thunberg drops down. Hunting someone else. Who's he hunting then? Greta Thunberg in trouble, but running a well race in fairness. Even with the damage, he is running a very good race. You could see the pace out of that car, catching up with Rob Goblin. Huge pace from Greta. Huge pace. Huge pace out of Greta. That time second was 4 seconds. It's down to nearly 2 now. Rob Goblin gets through that chicane very well. So does Greta Thunberg though. And you can see the pace from Greta Thunberg's car, Lucy Wu. Jaggy Marathon has lost out to Super Pow again. Simi 69 though really keeping up to Icon. Greta Thunberg, huge pace in that car, has brought him really close to Rob Goblin. 0.7 of a second separate them, 0.5, 0.6. But Rob Goblin is able just to corner that bit better because of that damage that Greta Thunberg has. But you can see the raw pace Greta has. Oh, Greta Thunberg's off. He ran too deep. Too much pace into the... That shouldn't have happened. But, okay. Greta Thunberg has the pace, though. And Lucy Wu really struggling to catch Ashpill. Call Me Justin starting to hone in on Jaggy Marathon. Gets another 1 second time penalty for cutting the chicane. Super Pow now on his way to hunt down Simi 69. Call Me Justin running in 5th is going to want to get back up to those positions and to get points in the championship race. Jaggy Marathon 1 second time penalty. Call Me Justin though really starting to hunt down Jaggy. Ashpill is now becoming under pressure from Lucy Wu, who's really putting in an effort to catch him. Oh, is Lucy Wu gone wide? No, he hasn't, but he has caught Ashpill. That is what he has done. Lucy Wu right on the tail of Ashpill now. Ashpill is under pressure from Lucy Wu. And Lucy Wu goes up the inside. Oh, they make contact. Nothing too drastic though. Just a little tire scrub. Ashpill though gets a great corner and a great exit. And will be right in the slipstream now of Lucy Wu. But his tyres are gone off. Ashpill's tyres are gone off. Greta Thunberg has reduced the deficit to Rob Goblin slightly. Call Me Justin's tyres are okay. However, Jaggy Marathons are dropping off big time. And Super Pow is within touching distance of Simi 69. And here comes Super Pow on the inside, on the outside now, goes around and takes second place. Oh, Simi really caught up with him there. The really late braking from Simi, and he's right on the tail of Super Pow and is not exactly letting Super Pow get away. Look how close they are, and Simi 69 gets a great exit and moves back up into second. Sand Spiders will love this when she sees it. Simi 69 really showing that he is a championship contender once he hooks it up. And Simi 69 gets another great exit. Super Pow now under pressure from Simi 69, who gets another great exit. Simi starting to lose a little bit of time in the straight though. Will be in the slipstream of Super Pow, who is starting to pull away ever so slightly. Simi 69 now gets through the corners really nicely and is not exactly losing Super Pow either. Jaggy Marathon running in 4th. Call Me Justin hot on his heels. Rob Goblin's gone round. What happened to Rob Goblin there? Ashpill in the pits. I'm not sure what happened to Ashpill. Rob Goblin, though, had a spin. His tyres are starting to deteriorate. Jaggy Marathon in the pits now. Luckily, no damage on the car of Rob Goblin. Running in 8th now. Jaggy Marathon in the pits. Call Me Justin does now start to catch up with Simi69. Simi69 again is not losing Super Pow by any means and gets a great exit. While meanwhile this battle goes on, Icon pulls away even more. Look how close Simi is. Rob Goblin into the pits now. Ashpill coming out, gets a 3-second time penalty. Blue flags waved. He gets it for cutting the pit lane exit, I presume. Jaggy Marathon out now. Rob Goblin coming into the pits, getting a fresh set of tyres on. Call Me Justin starting to hunt down Simi. Simi, though, gets another great exit, but is starting to lose that time to Super Pow, while Icon maintains his position in 1st. Super Pow does go 7/100ths of a second faster than his personal best and is catching Icon rapidly. 2 seconds separate them now. Call Me Justin goes up into 3rd as Simi pits. Lucy Woo will move up into 4th. Greta Thunberg really starting to struggle with that damage, and Jaggy Marathon now will start to catch. Oh, he's cut the chicane. Will get a penalty for that, probably 1.5 seconds, 1 second only. Rob Goblin hooking it up nicely. And as you can see, is definitely catching Jaggy Marathon, as he's now forced to slow down. Greta Thunberg's into the pits along with Simi69. How long is the pits though? Rob Goblin is now on that straight. He just have to take the chicane. Where will Greta Thunberg come out? Simi69 back out. Greta Thunberg now into the pits. Will repair the damage, will put on new tyres, and will refill the car. Rob Goblin now coming right around the back of that corner. Still filling. Greta Thunberg could be in trouble here. Rob Goblin really catching. Simi goes onto the hard compound tyres. Still filling his car. Now gets the damage repaired. And is released. Where's Rob Goblin? Rob Goblin goes around the first corner. Will he be ahead of Greta? No, he won't, but he will be within 2 seconds of him. 5 seconds separates Greta Thunberg from Rob Goblin now. And behind Rob Goblin is the leader of this race. Icon, 2.4 seconds separates Super Pow in second, and Call Me Justin in 3rd. The 3 championship competitors, the championship rivals, and they're all within the top 3. And Call Me Justin is catching Super Pow as Super Pow's tyres begin to go off. Lucy Woo running in 4th. Greta Thunberg going to start coming under pressure from Rob Goblin very soon. Rob Goblin lets him through. Gets up on the gravel, the grass though. And lets the leaders through. Fair play to Rob Goblin. He lost a load of time to Greta Thunberg to do that. Fair play to Rob Goblin. Proper sportsmanship showed there. Greta Thunberg though, 11 seconds ahead. Jaggy Marathon beginning to catch. But right behind Greta Thunberg, he's going to have the same issues Rob did. The leaders are going to be catching up to him very shortly. And Call Me Justin isn't too far behind and does is about to set the fastest lap of the race. No, he doesn't. He's 0.7 of a second slower. Greta Thunberg is going to have the leaders on his tail very shortly. Icon goes 0.5 of a second fastest overall. Icon now really starting to pull away slightly from Super Pow. 2.7 seconds, call me Justin. 10 seconds. He hasn't really caught up with Super Pow, but he isn't out of that 10-second window either. 12 people in the stream, boys. Thank you ever so much for tuning in. Call me Justin is 1 second fastest overall. Icon now coming through that chicane. Doesn't cut it. But now he is 0.3 of a second fastest overall on the track. Call me Justin's dropped back a little bit. How will he be through this chicane though? Looks to be good. Greta Thunberg going to be really under pressure in a second from the leaders. Blue flag's been woven for Greta Thunberg. As you can see, Icon and Super Pow coming right up behind him. Icon 2 seconds faster, 2 seconds ahead of Super Pow, who got a very good exit, I have to be said, for Super Pow. Icon again sets 0.5 of a second fastest overall. Oh, and Super Pow gets a little bit tail waggly. Greta Thunberg moves out of the way of the leader of the race, and now comes along Super Pow. And moved out of the way of Super Pow. Super Pow 1.7 seconds, 1.65, 4, 3, 2, 1, and he's 1 second off Icon. And there's Greta in the background. 1.4 seconds separates Super Pow from Icon. And Rob Goblin now is back. Rob Goblin lets Call Me Justin through. Super Pow dives into the pits. And this brings Call Me Justin and Lucy Woo right in on top of them. But they both have to dive into the pits. Icon, for some reason, has reserved fuel. Lucy Woo in the pits now as well. Everybody's in the pits. Who will get released first though? It looks like Super Pow will be released first. And Super Pow is released. Where is Simi69 though? Simi69 is about to move up into second place if he can catch Super Pow. Lucy Woo will come out now. Greta Thunberg is 1 minute behind Lucy, or Jaggy Marathon, 48 seconds behind Jaggy Marathon. Jaggy Marathon is 2 seconds off of Lucy Woo. Has Jaggy Marathon found himself back in the middle of this race? Icon 35 seconds in the lead. Is that enough time to get a pit though? Jaggy Marathon is overtaking's prohibited. Ashpill is stopped. Ashpill has spun round. I'm not sure what happened to Ashpill there, but he has spun round. Icon's into the pits. And where is Super Pow? He's just coming around that final chicane. Icon now in, changing tyres. 9 laps left in this race. Where is Super Pow? Super Pow about to go around the first corner. Crosses the line. Super Pow had a great outlap. Where's Icon? He's just coming out. Just ahead of Super Pow by 4 seconds nearly. Super Pow's got work to do now. There's only 8 laps left in this race. Call me Justin, right behind Super Pow as well. Simi69 running in fourth under pressure from Lucy Woo, who is under pressure from Jaggy Marathon. It's all getting really tight now. Simi69 7/10 of a second ahead of Lucy Woo, and that at time is dropping. Lucy Woo, 1.3 seconds fastest overall. But Simi69, has to be said, is running an excellent race. 16 people in the stream, boys. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you haven't done already, please do hit the like button, and more importantly, subscribe if you're new. The races are really starting to heat up now. Simi69, 6/10 of a second ahead of Lucy Woo. But Lucy Woo's in the slipstream now as they head around the final bend, heading towards the finish line to cross the start line. Jaggy Marathon has a huge penalty to serve. Lucy Woo really catching Simi69. Will he make a dive? No, he won't. Simi69 covers him off. Lucy Woo right on the tail, though. You can see how close he is now. Lucy Woo gets covered off by Simi. Simi just makes his car as big as possible. The problem is Lucy Woo gets a great exit. But so does Simi. Lucy Woo goes up the inside and does get ahead of Simi69. Simi69 now drops away just a little bit. Gets a great exit though. Simi69 gets another great exit. Is 6/10 of a second, 5/10 separate them now. And Simi is in the slipstream of Lucy Woo. Here comes Simi. 3/10. 2/10. They're getting close to the corner now. There goes Simi. Does he get a good exit? He does get a great exit. Look how close he is now. Simi69 really pushing in the slipstream. 2/10. 1/10. Here comes Simi up on the outside line. Does he go past him? He does. He moves back up into fourth. But Lucy Woo with the inside line. Will he be able to back it up again? Simi69 now goes deep and gets back into fourth. Lucy Woo on the inside line though does come back and goes ahead. And now there's contact made. Simi69 retakes fourth. Great battling between these two. Lucy Woo on the inside line gets a great exit. Lucy Woo goes back into fourth. Simi69 settles for fifth again. Simi goes around, takes a nice tight line and gets a great exit. 5/10. 3/10. Did Lucy Woo get up on the grass a little bit? Simi69 really pushing to catch Lucy Woo, and they're back at it again in the straight, and you can see the slipstream, how powerful it is for Simi69. 2/10. 1/10. Here comes Simi. Will he go for a dive? He will not. Lucy Woo takes that corner very quickly, but so does Simi. And look how close he is now. Oh, he nearly lost it, but maintained it okay-ish. And is in the slipstream now of Lucy Woo. Losing a little bit of time, now gaining it back. Will he catch Lucy before the end of the straight? He will, because he's 1/10 off him. Moves to the outside line. And Simi 69 will retake 4th position again. Will he maintain it going into turn 1? He will maintain it going into turn 1. No, Lucy Wu comes up on the inside. But Simi 69 holds his line on the outside. And maintains again. 4th, 5th, 4th, 5th, back and forth. All the time. Lucy Wu's tyres are starting to go off ever so slightly. And Simi 69 doesn't get a great exit. As Lucy Wu now, plodding up behind him, moves back up into 4th. Simi 69 really pushing to keep Lucy Wu on his toes. Gets a great exit. Simi 69 does again. It's just about wearing down Lucy Wu's tyres at this point. Oh, he's gone wide. And Simi 69 is going to be a lot closer this time around. 1/10. And Simi 69 goes back up into 4th. Lucy Wu back into the slipstream now. 1/10. That's all that's in it, is 1/10. Simi 69 maintaining 4th as they go into this chicane. And it's the first time Simi's been leading it through that chicane. Lucy Wu gets a great exit as well, though. And Lucy Wu is really catching Simi this time. Here comes Lucy Wu. Goes up to the inside line. Will he get ahead of Simi? He does, and moves back up into 4th. Simi dives off and goes into the pits. Icon now 6 seconds ahead of Super Pow. And his tyres are starting to go off slightly, but I suspect that Icon changed into medium compound tyres. How's the Rob Goblin Greta battle going? Rob Goblin is 15 seconds behind Greta. Jaggy Marathon is going to catch Simi by the looks of it, maybe. Simi refueling. Simi's released. Where's Jaggy? He's not crossed the line. He's going to have a lot of work to do. Jaggy Marathon is. Rob Goblin being shown blue flags. To who, though? I can't see the car. Rob Goblin really now holding on. Greta Thunberg, the raw pace from that car is really doing him favours. Give way to faster cars. Who is the faster car, though? It's Call Me Justin. Call Me Justin really is starting to catch up with Rob Goblin. Rob Goblin moves out of the way, in fairness to him, and now can pull a small slipstream off of... Oh, Rob Goblin dives into the pits. What is Rob Goblin up to, I wonder? Icon 6 seconds in the lead of this race, and we haven't seen much, but he does go past Greta. Greta obviously let him through. Icon gets a great exit. Where is Rob's teammate? Rob's teammate is starting to catch up with him. Rob Goblin moves on to a dangerous strategy of soft compound tyres with only 3 laps left remaining. 4 laps, actually. Where's Call Me Justin? Is Call Me Justin catching Super Pow? I don't believe so. Not in the corners, anyway. Lucy Wu's gone off again. Where's Simi? Lucy Wu's tyres are starting to drop off ever so slightly. Greta Thunberg's going to have Super Power right behind him very shortly. And Call Me Justin gets a great exit. You can see how much faster he is through that corner. And he is catching Super Power. That Simi Lucy Wu battle, though, was probably one of the most epic we've seen all season. Rob Goblin now out on a very fast set of tyres, it would have to be said. Greta Thunberg really struggling in the corners, you can see it. Super Pow starting to slow down ever so slightly as well. Call Me Justin now starting to catch Super Pow. And Super Pow now has Greta in front of him, a blue flagged car. And Greta stops to let him by, in fairness. Well done, Greta. That is proper sportsmanship. Super Pow now released to try and catch Icon. And Call Me Justin now will be catching up to Greta very soon. Greta Thunberg has got Call Me Justin on his tail. Super Pow reduces the deficit ever so slightly. Icon now starting to lose a little bit of time to Super Pow. Call Me Justin though, however, is catching. Driver of the day is up to vote on, folks, in the chat. People in the chat, it is available for you to vote on. Jaggy Marathon running in 6th, 14 seconds behind Simi. Call Me Justin now has got Greta Thunberg for company. And Icon will cross the line to start his final lap of the race. Please, people in the chat, if you haven't already, hit the like and subscribe button, and please vote for your driver of the day. Icon now 5.4 seconds ahead of Super Pow, who is really starting to catch him now in this final lap of the race. Here we go. Lucy Wu running in 4th. Greta Thunberg running. Oh, he's gone wide. What happened to Greta Thunberg there? Icon is rounding now the second to last chicane. Super Pow in hot pursuit. Greta Thunberg. Is he going slow? He appeared to be going slow there. I'm not sure what happened there. Icon now entering the final chicane. Goes through. Takes it nicely. Super Pow really gaining on him though. Super Pow is gaining on him, but it isn't going to be enough gaining, because Icon, who has not won a race since Brands Hatch, will win at Daytona on round number 8 of the Super Championship, and he will cross the line as the victor. Congratulations, Icon. A well-driven race and a well-deserved victory. His first win since Brands Hatch. It is good to be back in the winner's seat. Super Pow crosses the line in a valiant second position, and Call Me Justin will cross the line in 3rd. Lucy Wu will finish in 4th. Simi in 5th. Jaggy Marathon in 6th. Greta in 7th. And Rob Goblin a very respectable 8th. Congratulations to Icon. What an epic race it was for him. Now for the anthems, folks. Congratulations, Icon. An epic win. Positions raised 2. What an epic race that was for Icon. Super Pow was really honing in on him in the final lap. If there was one more lap of that race, I think Super Pow would have got him. But now, people, please, Icon, can you go to track? Icon, can you please go to track? The only car that should be on track is Icon. Please, Icon, go to track for the national anthems. The team national anthem. First. Hold on, let me just... I have to wait for him to get out on track first, of course, but... Give me 1 second, folks. And Icon now is out on track. And we're watching on board with Icon. Well done, Icon. A well-raced battle for you. And please, everyone, be respectful of the national anthem of the Republic of Ireland. Fuck's sake. Well done, Icon. That was a great race. Now it is time for the Austrian national anthem. Well done, Icon. Great race. Well raced. Congratulations, everybody. That was a great race for everybody. Everybody crossed the line today. And I am so proud and happy that you have done it. Well done, Icon. Well raced. But Super Pow was catching you. Super Pow was hot on your heels. Hot on your heels. And we have Driver of the Day votes. Please, gentlemen, if you haven't done already, please do hit that vote button. I need to get that votes in. It is going to end at 18:20. The votes will end at 18:20. If you haven't voted for Driver of the Day, please do. The vote will end at 18:20. 18:20 will be the last available time to vote. If you haven't done it already, please do. Please vote for your Driver of the Day. Well done, Icon. Brilliant race. Really, really well done. Well done, Super Pow. You really put it to him. I really thought you were going to get him at the end. You gave me a heart attack as a team owner. Of course, I can't voice that in the middle of the race because, well, I have to be as unbiased as possible. But of course, I'm happy to see my team win. So, but Super Pow, you really were catching him. And at one point, I thought Call Me Justin was going to catch Super Pow. But the battle of the day definitely has to go to Lucy Woo and Simi69. That was just beyond a great battle. It was just such a good battle. Such a good battle. It really, really was. It was thoroughly enjoyable to watch. It was back and forth. It was tenths of seconds. It was proper racing. They barely made contact. It was wheel to wheel. It was epic. It was really, really good. Simi, 10 out of 10, fella. 10 out of 10. I can't wait to show Sad Spiders when she gets home from work the effort you put in today. What an absolutely fantastic, fantastic race between yourself and Lucy Woo. Absolutely fantastic. Thoroughly enjoyed watching that. Thoroughly enjoyed it. The polls will end at 18:20, folks. There is exactly 1 minute. At first lap, I was trying to close the gap with Icon. Jaggy, you did a great job today, bro. I wouldn't worry about it. First race back. You got points. That's the main thing. That is your first race back. You better show up to the fucking rest of them, though. Fucking serious, man. Okay, folks. 1 minute left in the voting. Please, if you haven't done it, do so. The battle was epic. The battle was epic. Important points for everybody today. I think everybody finished in the points today. There wasn't enough drivers to finish outside the points. It was a really good race, though. Really, really thoroughly enjoyed it. Really thoroughly enjoyed it. Hopefully we have everyone back next week. I'm not sure what happened. Thomas and Invisible Trio, they never showed up. They didn't actually tell me they weren't showing up. I presumed they would be here, but obviously not. So I'm going to have to get on their case. You were trying to do the Verstappen move. Don't worry about it, Jaggy. First race back, bro. First race back. That's all you could ask for. This was your first strategy? Well done, Icon, because you fucking well done it. Okay, folks. It is 18:20. Congratulations, Simi69. You are driver of the day. Well done, Simi. And really speaking, what an epic race it was for you. I don't know why Lucy didn't get more votes, because he was part of the battle as well. But it is what it is. I don't vote. I don't get a choice. So, yeah. Anyway, folks, that was a great race. Well done. Jaggy, Reese, you did race really, really well. Ashpill, unlucky, bro. You just got unlucky today, dude. Just brush it off. Go to Sardinia next week. And we look forward to seeing everybody there in Sardinia. We'll have proper practice sessions organised this week, folks. I apologise for not doing much practice sessions last week. My head was mind-boggled from work, and I had work task assessments to do for college. So I was all over the place. So forgive me that. But GG lads, well done. And without further ado, it is time for me to end. And thanks everybody for racing today. It was a really good race. And without further ado, Gora Mila Magat August Slana Valja.